Coffee Cuties, we are back with another banger. And today we are going to be talking about how black women are sending these janky hairstylists back to their 9 to 5s on a one-way ticket. So let's just get right into it. So long gone are the days where we as black women could go to the hair salon and get a full luxury spa-like experience where we literally can get our hair washed, dried, styled, all in one place, and even get a little head massage if you had a really good hairstylist, or she would have her shampoo girl come over and give you a nice head massage. But unfortunately, these days, however, black hairstylists are literally telling us as black women that 4C hair is not allowed in their salons, despite the fact that 9 times out of 10, they probably got 4C or type 4 hair themselves. So today I am going to break down the problem and the solutions for us coily cuties, and also just give some tips so that we can continue to embrace our coily natural hair and not run into any type of hiccups, etc. But before I dive deep into the video, I am going to give a disclaimer and say, of course, not all. There are plenty of great, excellent natural hairstylists, braiders, etc. out there. In fact, if you are one of them, please be sure to DM me, because I really have a video idea that I would like to do, but I really want to talk to a professional stylist that specialize in taking care of our natural hair, not just styling the hair, but actually understanding our coily hair through and through. But anyway, this leads me to the problems when it comes to these hairstylists. So I'm going to start with the first problem, and that is the most ridiculous one. And that is black stylists literally saying they don't want to deal with 4C or type 4 hair. So they are saying that it is allegedly too thick, or they don't have any solutions when it comes to type 4 hair, 4C hair. They feel like the only solution is to throw in a perm, or they want to charge extra because they're alleging it is hard to manage, which we know is definitely not true. It is the most versatile. You just need a proper routine, which as a stylist, you should know how to educate about a proper routine, and some TLC, and 4C hair is definitely manageable. But when you do find a quote-unquote natural hair specialist or stylist or whatever, even you run into issues with them, because they want you to come into the salon with your hair detangled, and they want to charge more depending on your length. The last hairstylist that I went to actually does both of these two things. You get charged more for length, and they want you to come with your hair detangled, which is absolutely ridiculous. But these days, unfortunately, it is impossible to find a good stylist that wants to take care of your hair from start to finish. And it's also just ridiculous that you're literally being punished if you have longer hair. Like, I gotta pay more just because I managed to grow my hair out a little bit more, which allegedly that is the purpose of some of these salons, is to have grow your hair longer, etc., by properly using the right products, etc. But another thing is that they will refuse 4C hair altogether. Now, this definitely reminds me of the photo that I have on the screen when this story went viral, of a salon basically saying she does not accept 4C hair. This upset a lot of coily cuties, and it also, some people were upset, and then some people was like, okay, it's better that you tell me so I could take my business elsewhere. I'm more on that end, that I'll just rather go somewhere that they want to deal with my coily hair rather than going to somebody that basically feels like it's a burden. But then that leads me to, okay, where is, I'm at a black stylist, where am I supposed to go if all the black stylists are not want to deal with type 4 hair or 4C hair in particular? So I don't know, am I supposed to go to some of those Asian salons in the video that I dropped yesterday where they're giving the Asian people afros? Let us know what we are supposed to do with our type 4 hair if the stylists don't want to deal with it. I have some solutions at the end, but I'm asking the stylists because they're just saying no, and they're not giving any solutions. But this also brings me to a point that I noticed in my comment section yesterday about the Asians being able to allegedly mimic the 4C hair. They are attempting to mimic our hair. That is correct. But if you go on TikTok, you will also see the other side of that, and you'll see a lot of them online crying because their hair is literally falling out by the boatloads because they are attempting to maneuver or mimic a hair texture that is not of their own, and their hair cannot take it, which once again proves that our hair cannot be mimicked and stay on their head. So that debunks that. But anyway, we're going to move into the next situation when it comes to some of these janky stylists, and that is deposits, late fees, and cancellations. So let's just start with deposits. So basically, a lot of stylists, they want you to pay a small fee in order to hold your spot, which is understandable because time is money basically, and sometimes people do be playing around and they be acting like they don't want to get their hair, they want to get their hair done, but really they don't want to get their hair done, etc. So they do charge that small fee to kind of for their convenience, etc. And I guess the fee does go towards the service too, so I do want to add that too. So I'm actually okay with that. But the problem lies with the hypocrisy because on the flip side, when it comes to the late fees or whatever, they also want to charge you late fees. Okay, if you're late more than 10 minutes or something like that, okay, that's fine too. But when they need to cancel or they're late is when the real hypocrisy comes in, because when they send their hey boo text and they inconveniencing you, telling you, hey, instead of showing up at 11, show up at 11:30, instead of doing this, do that. They don't take no money off your service. They just expect you to just have availability all day, etc. So that is when I gotta be like, I gotta pay all this deposit, pay this late fee if you basically holding me accountable for all of these things, but you don't hold yourself accountable. That's when I have the problem. But I do want to add a warning to the Coily community that there is a lot of scammers going on out here where there are people literally pretending to be stylists, whether it's on Instagram, websites, etc., where they are taking a lot of work from online, creating pages, websites, etc., and they are taking deposit fees and they are just keeping people money. So please be warned. Please be careful if you are deciding to go to a stylist, especially if you are basically you searched them out online, you or nobody that you know, never met them, etc. Please be warned. But next, we're going to get into the wait time. So that is another big issue. So these stylists are triple booking, double booking, etc. You'll have a hairstyle appointment at 9 a.m. You might not get out of there till 9 a.m. the next day because they want to make as much money as they can, but they want to have you sitting there all day, inconveniencing you, etc. So I can recall back when I did go to stylists, the longest I believe that I sat in a hair salon was 9 hours, and I would never do that again. I literally would not have the patience today. I was a little bit younger, but still I was even frustrated back then, and I feel like it was because the stylist just booked as many people as she could. It was like right before the first day of school. I was still in high school actually, so I definitely had to just put up with it because it was too late to try to find somebody else. But that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, especially on a Saturday, I could be sleeping, I could be eating, I could be working out, I could be doing all type of things. Why am I here at 9 a.m. if you're not even going to touch my head till 5 p.m.? It makes absolutely no sense. It is super just annoying. That is very rude, which is going to bring me to my next point of no good customer service when it comes to a lot of these stylists. So if you get on TikTok, you will see all type of girls in videos explaining their experiences when it comes to dealing with their stylists. It is people that are very rude. You literally see videos of stylists fighting their clients for whatever reason. But some more common experience will be like taking phone calls throughout the whole experience, eating. You basically just don't know what you're going to walk into, especially if you go into a home salon. You are entering at your own risk because, again, you don't know what's on the other side of the door. Sometimes you can have a positive experience. Again, this does not apply to all, but as a general rule, I personally wouldn't recommend going to a home salon unless you know the stylist personally, etc. But also, when it comes to customer service, just the overall communication, it's so many things lacking when it comes to that. And that brings me to my next point of the IG Instagram hairstylist. So gone are the days, I guess, where a stylist, a hairstylist, or even a barber, etc., I guess, had to go to cosmetology school, get a license to actually be trained on how to take care of your hair. Not just style your hair, put some braids in it or whatever and call yourself a stylist, but actually take care of your hair, aka having growing hands. That was a really big phrase back in the 90s up into the early 2000s. You would go to stylists in hopes to grow your hair. But now it is literally all about a cash grab, especially since it has become the birth of the celebrity stylists such as Ignorant Tay, who does like Nicki Minaj hair and all of that. And as we know, he is charging the big bucks, as he should, because he does good work. But now everybody feels like they are a celebrity stylist, especially if they have a little bit of following, and they want to charge like one too. So they're not taking the proper steps to wash, condition, blow dry, etc. They're just literally, for example, slapping a wig on your head or slapping a perm in your head or whatever the case. But they want to charge up to like $300 for a silk press or something like that. When I remember, a silk press used to be like $45 to $60 for the whole experience. Now you literally got to come with your hair washed, dried, deep condition, all that, and you're just basically having them run the flat iron through your hair, and that is it. And you are paying top dollar to basically have them burn off your hair, push your hair back, cut it off too much, because allegedly a lot of these stylists, they claim they're giving you a trim allegedly, but really they're just giving you a flat out haircut. And even when it comes to the protective stylists like braids, etc., the braidish and all that, they are literally breaking off your hair because they are putting too much tension on your scalp. It is just absolutely ridiculous, insane, etc., whatever word you want to put right there. But I am very interested to know your stories when it comes to dealing with different stylists, because it seems like this is a growing trend of dealing with janky stylists, unfortunately. But we're going to move into the next portion of the video, and I came up with a few solutions to hopefully help some of the girlies out. So for one, I'm going to recommend learning how to take care of your own hair. YouTube is a great resource, as well as Pinterest, things like that, where you literally can watch someone with your hair type. If you take the time to do a little bit of research, break down the products they use, how they style their hair. If you want to learn how to do braids, there's videos on that, step-by-step videos, all type of things like that, because you cannot trust someone with your hair the way you could trust yourself, because you actually care and love and embracing your hair, especially if you're on the path of just growing your hair out, or whatever path you're on when it comes to loving your hair journey, etc., whether you have the TWA, etc. You are going to treat your hair in a way that no one else will, especially if you are embracing your natural hair. So I would, for one, recommend learning. For two, properly educating yourself about your hair. So this is going beyond just hairstyles. This is, for example, learning the hair type, the density, the porosity, all the things that really contribute to hair health. There are a lot of YouTube videos about that as well. I actually have a few linked below, so be sure to check out my Everything You Need to Know About Type for Hair. Also, just learning the different things about your hair will just, again, give you the best methods you need for your personalized experience when it comes to your hair. But next, I'm going to say do a lot of research if you are a girly who prefers going to the hair salon to find a good stylist. So I feel like some of the problems too, outside of the ones that I mentioned, is these stylists feel like we have some type of allegiance to them, or we must be loyal to them. And basically, I say no to that. I say go where you are treated well. Speak with your dollars. And I also want to add, to kind of close off the solution, if you are a stylist, no matter what city you in or country, etc., be sure to leave your name, all your contact information down below. So if you are a quality cutie and you are looking for a stylist, hopefully we can find one within your city that has the proper education when it comes to taking care of quality hair. Also, again, if you are a stylist, especially if you specialize in natural curly hair, please DM me because I have a video idea that I would love to partner with when it comes to a stylist. But in conclusion, again, just really follow the solutions, etc. I'm not saying that all hairstylists are bad once again, but we definitely have to be careful because going to the salon can either be a wonderful experience these days or it can be a horror story. So I just want to really warn the curly community so we can, again, be on the path of embracing our curly hair. But next, I am going to briefly talk about the Coffee Cutie mugs that will be shipped out in the next couple weeks. So be sure to visit the website linked in my description so that you can get your Coffee Cutie mug. Also, I am going to be selling Coffee Cutie crop tops really soon. So be sure to check those out on the website as well. And next, I also want to mention that I have opened up my membership on my channel. So be sure to go to my bio and click on my membership. It'll be in the description too. I will be doing on-camera content on my members page. So if you want some more personalized type content, I also will have my Discord link in there. So we will have a private ways, a community where we can chat it up and talk and all that stuff. And that community will be a lot more filtered than my comment section on YouTube because, as you know, the comment section on YouTube does get a little bit crazy. And I want that community to be more of a safe space. So again, if you are interested in being a member on the channel, be sure to click the link in the description or in the bio to join the Coffee Cutie community. But this is the end of this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I don't police the comments, so any and all comments are welcome. Also, be sure to tell a friend because we are lit over here. And there are a lot more videos to come, so many topics. Be sure to subscribe, turn your post notifications on. But until next time, see ya.